Okay, this is Paulie McKenzie from The Real McKenzie. I'm sitting here at the SO36 here in Kreuzberg. You're listening to and you're watching Berlin Music TV. Have a good time. Rock and roll.
Tonight we've got the pleasure to sit together here with Paul, the frontman of the band The Real McKenzies. Welcome to Berlin, Paul.
Hello, Berlin. How's it going? Is everything okay today?
Well, yeah. Is it with you?
Yeah, it's a little bit cold, and there were some technical difficulties that we got over, but we got our sound check done, and now we're ready to rock. Yeah.
Could you solve the problems?
Yeah, it's all gone.
All right. So anyway, I was a little bit surprised when I came in here and I only saw water bottles, but as I see, you already got the chance to try some beer from the Berlin area.
Oh, of course, and this is Berliner Pils. It's very nice. I like the Little Red Bear. It's my favorite.
Does it come anywhere close to a Scottish pin of beer?
No, Berlin Germany has a unique beer, and I really like it.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I like to come here for the beer.
Cool. So anyway, let's have a little chat about the band.
Mm-hmm.
So while traveling the world stages over the past couple of years, you guys did a hell lot of touring, also as a support, along with big acts like even Rancid or the Misfits.
Oh yes.
When you guys set up your own gigs, for what sort of focus do you choose your support bands?
Rock and roll. If they're a good rock and roll band, we're more than happy to play with them. Short
Right.
and sweet.
Sounds good. Paul, it's not like that you haven't been playing a whole bunch of sold-out shows also at some major festivals. Still, after all those years of success, does the band tend to prefer more smaller size of venues for the gigs?
We play wherever we can, whenever we can. We play the larger festivals, which are great. And it's all very professional, you're on, you're off, it's bang, bang, bang. But it doesn't have the intimacy of the smaller shows. And although I like how sophisticated and professional the whole thing about the festivals and all that, and the larger venues, but it does lack the intimate element. I like everything. I like big and small. But if we're on tour and there's a place that wants us and it's small, we will play it. Mm-hmm. It's better than having a day off. And, it costs money for hotels and gas and blah, 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 food for the day. So it's best that we play. And this is why we tour the way we do. We've been touring. We've been on the road for, I think, 32 gigs, with no gigs off, no days off. But that's okay. What else would I do? Sit around and drink beer?
One of those last sort of venues here in Berlin used to be actually almost right down the street. It was in 2009, shortly before you released your live album, Shine Not Burned. And I guess you already noticed what I'm heading for here.
Oh yeah, Wild at Heart. We've been playing there for quite a while. And it's really great that they've got a ventilation system, because in the old days, there was no ventilation and lots of smoke, and people would pass out. Like, I had a drummer that passed out, the bass player of the Briefs passed out, and I very nearly passed out, but my cardiovascular is in pretty good shape because I don't smoke cigarettes, and that's the only thing that saved me. But the Wild at Heart is a great place. I love it. It's really kitschy.
So was it the air conditioning feature that made you decide to do your record there, or was it more by chance?
Well, I really like working with Uli, and he's got a studio downstairs, reasonably priced, and all the people are really nice. It was a perfect venue for us to do that, to make the DVD. And, not too small, not too big, and the supporters came down from Oberhausen, and it was pretty fun.
Does it more feel like another visit back in Berlin, or is it going to be a huge one tonight?
It's going to be huge, and I'm really happy because I really love to play to huge audiences. I like it when they do what I tell them to, like, put your arms up, and all the arms go up. It's kind of empowering,
The preceding stops on your current tour were Stuttgart and Essen, Germany.
Yep.
And how many times have you actually been playing Europe yet?
We started about 12 years ago, and we've been going hard at it. We played just about everywhere in Germany. Every time I look at a city or a town, I say I've been here before, and I have. Although I can't really remember everything, because you get people that's come out once every couple of years or something, and their life is very tame. And it's very difficult for me to remember all this stuff because there's so much of it. I'm going to have to start writing it down in my old age. But it's quite a lot of fun, and we meet all kinds of really cool cats, and it's really, really nice. Love you.
All right, so we'll be interested about your upcoming biography.
Oh yeah, well I'm going to take my time on it. We just finished recording an album in Canada, and we're going to be working on the next one now. So then maybe in a little bit of time I might start scribing some stuff, but no hurry for that. Still plenty of years left in this old Kaja.
Alright, I was just asking you about that. So, looking back on the band's biography, it seems like the approximate rate between the release of albums is like 2 to 3 years. So, what was the last one?
The last one was Off the Leash on Pat, and it was released about 2 years ago.
So we can await another album soon?
No, it's the next album is going to be released in March, I believe. And then on the last session, we have some songs left over, so we'll tack them onto the next one. So we'll write about 6 or 7 more songs and then release another album.
What I remember is that you toured North America about 6 times, is that right?
Probably more. But then again, you know, it was a little while ago, and we really have to get back to Canada and the USA. But it's expensive for us because we have to join the union. And you have to join the union, then you have to do the P2 work visas and blah, 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 blah. We'll eventually be doing that this summer. So, but it's a little more difficult than just coming over here.
Can you figure out a favorite trail to tour?
A favorite
path or region or area that you like to tour the most?
I pretty much like this planet. I like all of it. I like the bumpy little back roads of Poland, as well as the big autobahns and going through mountains and things. I really like that.
You already mentioned the label, and you know, even though the cooperation has been going on for 7 years, while preparing that interview, I was wondering that your band, naturally located in Vancouver, started to work out with the punk label from San Francisco. So what drove the band to signing up at Fed Records?
Well, at the time, no one else wanted us. So it was a do-or-die thing, and we went down there and made an album. It worked out well, and so we did another one, and it's working out well.
Once you claimed that the foundation of the band was based on an incident where at a party you both listened to a CD of the Sex Pistols, and then in the other room a song by Robert Burns, who is today remembered as a Scottish poet, creator of Auld Lang Syne.
Yep.
Regarding means of making music, does it still feel like, you know, following the old ancient Scottish paths of Robert Burns, or did it shift to somehow?
Everything constantly shifts. That's nature. But what we've done is we dip into the Scottish well, and we've been dipping into it for so many years. But there's just so much stuff in there, so many stories, so many songs, and it's kind of a bank that will never empty because there's so much of it. Because the Scots wrote about their stuff for hundreds and hundreds of years, and if you look at Scottish folk songs and traditional songs, there are literally thousands of them. So, you know, on our latest album, we do, I think we do 2. We do a Burns poem, Halloween, and we also do Massacre at Glencoe. So, you know, it's pretty cool.
You still trust in the roots?
But, of course, you know, the band shifts into different dimensions with different members and stuff, and it gets pretty rock and roll, and I don't mind that at all.
That almost takes us to the end of the interview. Anyway, you know, regarding the variety of instruments that you present on stage, I was wondering how the composing process works. Is there a special process, or does it all just come by chance?
Well, the way that we compose most of the time is the lads come up with a tune, and then I supply the lyrics, or I come up with a tune with the lyrics, and everybody contributes. It's not one of those bands where there's one writer. You know those bands with the song sounds all the same because there's one writer. I like to diversify, and I like to give credit to the band members, and you know we're all on the same level, and it's a really great composition. I'm really enjoying it.
Too many towns, so many years, billions of parties, and all the whiskey. How does it go with the liver after almost 20 years of touring and approximately 10,000 shots?
Well, my liver is holding up quite well, but I don't drink too much. I don't drink too little, but I never ever overdo it. I almost did last night though, but you have to pace yourself or else you just can't do it. You know, I like to present myself on stage with a beer, but it's not good to be drunk. It's highly unprofessional and it really freaks people out. Unfortunately, when I got into rock and roll, it was the impression to be like that, like Keith Moon throwing televisions in the pool, and I said, wow, that's what I want to do. But nowadays, it's a different story altogether because there's so much competition, so many bands, and you really have to be on your game, or else you're going to lose. So, you know, we ask ourselves, are we going to be continuously drunk, or are we going to be serious musicians?
Cheers to you. Have a good gig tonight, and then we'll maybe see you around next time.
Okay, bye-bye.